The moment we've been waiting for is rightly here in for you. Gabriel Jesus debut for Arsenal. When is Gabriel Jesus going to be playing his first game for Arsenal in there for you? We've finally gotten information and detail from a reliable source, that is Football London, in there for you, coming out and really confirming to us that Arsenal are really looking to give Gabriel Jesus his debut in Germany in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the right bottom corner, smash the subscription button for smashing it. Hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today, it's really just hours away from Arsenal playing its first preseason serious game that we're really going to be watching live on TV, and maybe a watch along onto this channel in there for you is going to be really shown in here for you. So Gabriel Jesus is one of those players that we expect to really brace that game in there for you, because he signed for Arsenal and people were saying that he was going to be rested until he really goes ahead and really gates himself to the levels of where Mikel Arteta wants him to go at a side which goes by the names of America. But news coming in from Arsenal showed us that he flew with Arsenal in Germany. He first trained with them on Monday. Tuesday he went to Germany in there for you, and that's where he is right now, and he's showing lots of fitness in there for you. When you look at what Football London is saying in there for you, and that is really a close source to side which goes by the names of Arsenal, they've gone ahead to tell us the following: that Gabriel Jesus' first training sessions under his new boss, Mikel Arteta, have gone well. In a video released by the club, he looked proactive in front of goal as his new team prepares for a friendly against Nurnberg on Friday, where he's expected to be handed his first opportunity for the Gunners in there for you. That is a side which goes by the names of Football London, coming out and really telling us that Gabriel Jesus is looking sharp. He's looking proactive in training, and the manager, Mikel Arteta, is impressed to really get him that debut that he's really wanting to get and really yearning to have for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there for you. That is a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus in there for you, impressing the manager straight in training, and everyone is really saying one positive thing about him in training. So I expect him really to make his debut to this game, and let's get straight into what most of you are really been waiting for onto this channel in there for you, and this is it. Alright, when you look at how things are really going in at Arsenal, they are playing Nurnberg in there for you, and after talking about the debut of Gabriel Jesus, now we get into the big analysis of this game, Nurnberg versus Arsenal, that most people are really eagerly waiting to watch, because they will believe that they have a player in Gabriel Jesus, and it's really great to see to it that he's really going to make his debut for Arsenal, and this is the right game for Arsenal to go out and really train for, and test their players, especially Mikel Arteta, before they jet to a side which goes by the name of America to play Everton, Chelsea, and another team in America. Then they return to Emirates to play the Emirates Cup. I think they're really going to play close to 6 friendly games. That is not bad for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, but they're taking on a side which goes by the names of Nurnberg tomorrow in there for you. So I talk about the system of Arsenal. They're going to play a 4-3-3 system in there for you, as you know. Two central defenders, 2 fullbacks, 3 midfielders, 3 attacking forwards. One playing on the right flank and the other playing on the left flank. So there are people that don't expect to see in this lineup. Martin Odegaard, don't expect to see him. Don't expect him to be in this lineup. Don't expect Aaron Ramsdale. I've not seen him in training. Don't expect Bukayo Saka, has not yet returned. I think he's going to return. I think he's in America, and they are really going to find him in America. That's where he's really going to get himself connected to the Arsenal team. Which other player you shouldn't expect? I think others are back fully into this training there for you. So let's get into this predicted lineup, a 4-3-3 system that Mikel Arteta almost admires day in, day out for his team, and he's finally going to play into this team. Another player I don't expect in this lineup is Fabio Vieira, because Fabio Vieira is still nursing a foot injury. There is a slight foot injury. That's why you last time saw him at Connolly wearing a protective boot in there for you. So it's really trying to heal his toes, and don't expect him into this predicted 11 of Arsenal tomorrow when they're really playing a side which goes by the names of Nurnberg there for you. Let's get straight to the goalkeeper known as Matt Turner. He came in Arsenal this summer, but was signed in the January transfer window. £7 million from America, best side club, and he's now a goalkeeper at Arsenal. We expect him to have his debut in goal because he's one of those goalkeepers that has really shown us progress, especially in training. You saw those videos onto the Insta stories of Arsenal Instagram, when they're really coming out and really hailing him for being one of those keepers that has a very good distribution range, especially using his hands. So they really said that about him, and I expect Mikel Arteta to give him a full debut tomorrow as they play a side which goes by the names of Nurnberg in there for you. So to me, I really believe that Turner is going to be in goal, according to me. That's what I really believe. Hector Bellerin played 45 minutes in the game of a side which goes by the names of Ipswich Town. He was the captain. He played very well. So we expect him to really play on the right side of the right back, because Tomiyasu is away. However much Cedric Soares is present, but I believe Hector Bellerin is really going to play that side in there for you. And the only time he won't play in there is when he leaves Arsenal or Tomiyasu returns. Remember, Villarreal put in a bid that would have been very much accepted by a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, but the player said no. He's waiting for Real Betis, where he really spent the entire last season on loan and really had a very good loan spell. That side, he enjoyed it, and he wants to be playing at his home team in there for which goes by the names of Real Betis. Teams like Juventus have shown interest, Atletico Madrid and very many others, but he's saying I'm waiting for Real Betis to come in through. So when Tomiyasu comes in, don't expect Hector Bellerin to start, especially when they go to the American tour. Expect Tomiyasu to play that side in there for you. So even Tomiyasu has not yet returned in there for you. Remember, in a 4-3-3, we play with 4 defenders, 2 central defenders, and 2 left backs. So the first right back, we're talking about Hector Bellerin, and we expect him to start into this game of football, and he might even captain the side. You never know, because that closed door game against Luton Town, he was the one really captaining that side. Let's go to the central defenders. Ben White, obviously he's one of those that returned early, I think this week on Monday. No, he never even returned on Monday. He was part of those photos that really came in through when Arsenal started training on 27th. So that means he really returned early enough, and he is really so much doing great. I was so much pissed, by the way, when Agbelnoha came out and really said that he is overrated. To me, Ben White is not overrated. He's good on the ball, that's it. And he's really a very hard-working defender. And he gives us lots of options into that central defense in there for you. So he's going to play on the right side of the central defense in there for you, alongside his partner in crime, Gabriel Jesus, whom they played the entire season with together last season. When they really stood into that central defense, Arsenal didn't concede very many goals, and they kept lots of clean sheets with the help of the goalkeeper known as Aaron Ramsdale in there for you. So the central defense is expected to be having Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White in there for you as Arsenal goes for side which goes by names of Nurnberg. Let's go to left back. Kieran Tierney returning from injury, and he is fully fit and back in training. We expect him to play a part into this game. He might not play the entire 90 minutes, but he will play a part into this game to test his fitness before they really head out to America, because they're out there in Germany to see to it that they really test their fitness in there for you at the side which goes by the name of Arsenal. So the left back for Arsenal, it's Kieran Tierney. No competitor in there for you because Nuno Tavares has not yet returned. I think he's going to return on Monday. That's when he's going to join them as they travel to America. The likes of Cedric Soares were played in the left back last time when Arsenal was playing that friendly of a side which goes by the name of Luton Town, because no left back was around. But the presence of Kieran Tierney really gives him a start ahead of any of those players. So Mikel Arteta won't go into improvise and really get in Cedric Soares to play the left side when he really has a Kieran Tierney, because he really wants to get a better picture of the team that is really going to be heading to America and preparing for the season in there for you. So, in the holding midfield, it's El Nini, who is going to play as a single pivot. He's going to play as a single pivot. Who would have been here? Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey would have been here, but all what we know is that he never traveled to Germany and is in London. There for you. Allegations going all over social media. I won't get back into that story, but all I know is that Thomas Partey is not part of this team, and El Nini is going to play into that single pivot in a 4-3-3 system. That is the holding midfielder, and he is really going to be doing great job in there for you. Remember, he really got himself a contract at Arsenal after playing the last 6-7 games for Arsenal very well, because Thomas Partey was injured. Lokonga failed to come in to fit into the games that he was really given, and El Nini came in through and really proved them wrong from the game of Chelsea, where Arsenal beat them by 3-2. He dominated the midfield alongside Granit Xhaka and really played very well, hence earning himself a contract at Arsenal to stay for more 2 years in there at London Colney and Emirates. So, the other player that is going to be playing alongside El Nini on his left side of the midfield, that is going to be Emily Smith-Rowe. Emily Smith-Rowe is a central midfielder and can play as a winger too, or an attacking forward off the left side, where he played most of the season that completed on May 22nd. He played there very well, but this time around, with the lack of Odegaard, you have no Fabio Vieira. Who do you expect to come in the midfield and really play that side? Obviously, Emily Smith-Rowe, who is really so much great in there for you, with a very good and direct pace as a player for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So I expect Emily Smith-Rowe to play onto the left side of El Nini in there for you. These are advancing forwards, according to me. When you look at the other one, it's going to be Lokonga. Lokonga is going to go in and play as that player on the right side of the El Nini side. El Nini is going to be the holding midfielder, and trust me, he's really going to go on and do a very good job into that game, and he's going to hold the formation in there for you. So Lokonga has been given a chance, and we're here waiting to see how this is really going to happen in there for you. So Lokonga and El Nini are going to be the two slightly more advanced to either side of El Nini in there for you. That is how we expect Arsenal to stand in the midfield three in there for you, because Lokonga looks good when he's really going forward, and he can as well act as a holding midfielder, but he really needs to gain the confidence. I was reading a certain article on social media. Someone said that Lokonga is really a very good player, but he has not been given the liberty to do what he's supposed to do. You get? And I know that time is coming, because when you hear the players that Arsenal want to sell, close to 7 players, Lokonga is out of those. So it looks like Mikel Arteta has a very big plan for this young man who goes by names of Lokonga in there for you. And this game of Nurnberg, he's expected to go ahead and do the needful in there for you. Let's go to the forwards. Let's go to the forwards and see who are really going to start. Martinelli Gabriel is really going to play off the left side of the midfield, and that is the left flank of the center forward side of Arsenal in there for you. If you are to explain and talk about Martinelli, you can even take the entire day, but he's really a very good and brilliant player that came in at Arsenal from Brazil. Was it third division? They brought him at Arsenal, and he has really struggled to get back to where he's supposed to be, and it was courtesy of an injury of Emily Smith-Rowe that really enabled him to get into the team, because he was always on the bench, and Emily Smith-Rowe was coming in, banging in those goals, because Emily Smith-Rowe had really gotten a very good breakthrough season in that second spell of Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. In the, I think it was the first full season of Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. Then in the second full season, Mikel Arteta really tried to get in a player who goes by the names of Martinelli, and Martinelli got playing time when Saka got an injury. I remember that game of Newcastle when he really came in through and he even scored a goal, because Arsenal was leading by 1-0, and then Newcastle was all over Arsenal. But there is that ball that Tomiyasu chipped, and he really controlled it very well and really scored a very good goal against Newcastle. That's when he really got his start in the Arsenal stage, in the Arsenal team, and ever since then he has never looked back. He is really part of that Arsenal team in there for you, and Mikel Arteta has trusted him and said, I'm not going to sign any left forward because I really have trust in Martinelli in there for you. The person who is going to play on the right flank of the forwards of Arsenal, he's Nicola Pepe. According to me, Nicola Pepe is going to start because there is no Bukayo Saka. I think Marquinhos will come in later as the game grows on, but starting, it's going to be Nicola Pepe. One, Arsenal really want to get suitors for this player. And how do you get suitors for Pepe? Get him on the field of play. Let him play in these friendlies that Arsenal are really having. Let him impress. When he impresses, people will say, all right, let's get him because he has shown that there's still a player in him. But to me, I believe that they just fell out with Mikel Arteta. I believe that if at all Nicola Pepe was given more playing time at Arsenal, he would have gone on and do the deed. Remember that game of Wolverhampton Wanderers when he really came in through? I think it really reached the 89th minute when Arsenal was a goal behind. Nicola Pepe did some magic. I think in the 2 goals that Arsenal scored, were they 3? I think they were 3. I think they reached, that game ended 3-2 in favor of Arsenal, I think. I remember Lacazette scoring, was it Nicola Pepe, and who else scoring the winner? So Pepe came on, he played very well, and I'm wondering to myself why Pepe has not yet enjoyed this reign of Mikel Arteta. Yet in the first full season of Mikel Arteta, Pepe played a very big part in there for you, but it looks like Mikel Arteta wants you to play on his directions. He doesn't want to overcarry the ball. He wants you to be quick, especially when you're really having that ball, pass it and move. You get, but Nicola Pepe is that kind of player who always wants to get that ball, then dilly-dally with it. So things that annoy Mikel Arteta is a formation coach. He has the triangles as instructions, and if at all you disobey them, he falls out with you immediately and takes you back to the bench in there for you. Now let's go to the man of the moment. Who is leading the line? It's not going to be Nketiah. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus, the man of the moment in there for you, donning in shirt number 9 for a side which goes by the name of Arsenal. He's expected to lead the line for a side which goes by the name of Arsenal as they play Nurnberg tomorrow in Germany. So that's the debut for Gabriel Jesus. We expect him to start and expect him to score, by the way, because Arsenal are really going to create more chances. With Lokonga, Emile Smith-Rowe playing in advanced positions of the midfield, Pepe and Martinelli will really cause trouble to side which goes by the name of Nurnberg, and I expect Gabriel Jesus to enjoy that game, and he is really going to be making his debut for Arsenal. So the debut of Gabriel Jesus for side which goes by the names of Arsenal is going to happen tomorrow. We expect him to start in that 4-3-3 system in there for you, as you say it. Even Matt Turner is expected to get his debut for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So when you look at my team, my predicted lineup of Arsenal versus Nurnberg, I'm having Matt Turner in goal, Hector Bellerin as the right back, Kieran Tierney as the left back, Gabriel Magalhaes on the left side of the central defense, with Ben White playing into the right side of the central defense. So Gabriel Magalhaes and Ben White are back into this team as they really did it last season. So in the single pivot, El Nini, it would have been Thomas Partey, but he has reasons for him. He has reason for himself not traveling to Germany in there for you. Let's wait to see whether he's going to travel to America. We have having Lokonga and Emile Smith-Rowe playing in the advanced positions on either sides of El Nini, that is on the left and right respectively. Martinelli left forward, Pepe right forward, and Gabriel Jesus is going to lead the line for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there for you as they play Nuremberg. When I was reading, by the way, to see whether Arsenal has ever played Nuremberg, I failed to find out any head-to-head. It's 0-0-0-0, meaning that Arsenal has never played a side which goes by names of Nuremberg. So this is the first time Arsenal is playing Nuremberg. I've seen Arsenal play very many German sides, but they had never played Nuremberg because Nuremberg is known always in the Champions League is not always there for Europa League, and that's the only way Arsenal could find them to play them. But I know that this game is really going to be so much enticing, and the Arteta ball of passing tiki-taka football is expected in Germany, and you know how German teams play. They are also good on the ball, and they have talented players in there for you. So your predictions for this game is welcome into the comment section below. I remain Rokani David onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. I sign out for now. See you later. More videos are really coming on today, but that is Nurnberg versus Arsenal predicted lineup with Gabriel Jesus and Matana making their debut in there. I'm out.